So I guess we are streaming, which is quite crazy. I wonder if this is then actually live on 2 channels. I'm gonna have to look it up to see if this actually works. Poker Papa YouTube. Let's see. And I want to do search filters. We're just doing channel. Apply. Poker Papa. Not finding it so far. I mean, I could also just get the link. I just thought I could search it up. I wonder if this is live. Poker Papa. Not showing up. So let me just figure out what the name of this channel actually is. Maybe I just go like here. What's your channel? I want to see on Twitch also if we're live. Could be kind of cool. So this is just a bit of a test. So now we should be like live, right? Says live. That's a good start. Okay. So it looks like we're definitely live on Twitch. So let's see if we're also live on YouTube. Could be really cool if I can actually get this to work. I feel like it would just be here. Let me just try again. I guess I can search for something that's live. Oh man, don't know why I can't figure out if I'm live on YouTube. Should be quite simple to see. Do I need to like change account to be able to see? Sorry if you are for some reason. Well, yeah. Okay, live. Yo, it looks like we are actually live. And let me just test this out. So that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's fucking awesome, dude. So cool. Nice. So at some point, I wonder if I need to keep this tab open though. I guess we'll find out. Nice. So now we're finally ready to actually play some poker, I guess. Yeah. Cool. That's it. Okay. Let's rock and roll. Play some poker. I'm gonna grab some water, start the tables. Let's start the tables and get going. Woo, that's so awesome, man. Really cool. We get free bet, just fold it. So cool. Now, it does say that I have 1 viewer on Twitch, but I feel like that's just myself, or like for some reason it counts just me streaming as a viewer, or like I don't really get it. In any case, it works. So let's fold and look at this hand. Most likely just a fold. Let's see. Oh man, I'm so excited for this actually working. So a long think, and then this makes me think that there is not too many cards in this range that hit this board. So I think I want to go big twice, because I expect he has, I don't know, I just feel like if you really think for a while and then have this, then you shouldn't have anything. But he could have an ace here and just sort of be chilling. Nice. So we lose a little bit. Here we flop top pair. And I'm gonna raise this guy because he c-bets a lot. I don't get a chance to. Let's start stabbing a little bit. It's a bit funky though. I wonder why that is. Could be 4s or 5s. I'll still bet a little bit here. Yes, so he turned a 10. Here we get free bet by a very tight player. He bets once. We check call. Don't mind the club. Don't mind the 5. I think we can milk a little bit here from some hands. Don't expect to get raised too often. Don't expect this to check turn ever. Okay, just gotta tune into the way people play here. Already down $3. This guy we're gonna free bet because he always opens. So it's an easy one. It's me. Hey man, what's up? Hello. Welcome to the stream. You're fast, man. Really fast at always tuning in here. That's super cool. Really enjoying that. I'm gonna check once here. Yeah, no worries, man. Thanks for checking by. In any case, we'll call once. Nice. I will check. He will check back, and then here, I assume that we can bet quite big, targeting like just a club draw or deuce. That felt like going crazy. Or queen 7, yay. Okay, I've been throwing a lot of money around already. I think it's always in the beginning of any session you just get a little bit like confused about the way people play, and then you realize, oh, we really gotta play a bit tight here. So let's do that now. Over here we get free bet with 9s. I will fold because he's short and has a free bet percentage of 3%. So this is more than jacks. He doesn't free bet jacks there. And since that's the case, I think we can safely fold 9s. Not the best start. Down $5. Let's grind it up. Let's grind it back up. Let's grind it back up. Yeah. It's really warm day today, man. It's insane. Whew. Over here, a free bet hand. Same here. I mean, it's really tempting to 4-bet it, but it's just when he goes 12, I think I'd rather not. It scares me a little bit. Let's hope we get some action with kings here. We do. And I guess we just jam it. This guy doesn't like folding much, as shown by his stats. So we hope kings are fine. Take down that 10s here. Freeway. This guy is like an ultra noob. Could have any two. This guy, I assume a lot of pocket pairs. And jack also totally. But we can't just fold yet. I wonder what sizing we fold to here. 9 looks a bit bluffy to me for some reason, so I'm gonna go again. Hope to hit a 10. Don't mind this. I'm gonna be calling a lot of rivers. I guess I have to here. It sucks, but it's just a jack. Yes. Whoa. Yeah. Just waking up here. Just waking up. Gonna bet ones. Hope to take it down already. We have to bet big here, even though it really sucks. And hope for a fold or a jack. And I don't know if we just bet 3 times here, like. Yeah, we have to. But we lose a lot on that one. Just 10s. Okay, let's focus up. Holy fuck, that went so fast. Really disgusting hands. Crazy. Over here we isolate king 6. Win it. Oh man, that's so annoying. Just down like fucking $19 in seconds. Like what we've been playing for like 5 minutes. Whoa. Really, really tough start. Not even that crazy, I think. I mean, you can choose not to bluff river there, but just gotta do it sometimes. Okay. A little bit tilted early on here, I can tell, which is annoying. Don't want to be tilted. That makes for some terrible poker. Gonna get 4 callers probably here. Nice. Get a bluff through here. I think a really, really important note is to not like bet into people who don't really bluff. Like when you don't have any fold equity, just don't bet. It's like such a key thing to remember, but it's really difficult to remember, I think. Nice. Let's see bet this. We don't mind getting raised. A quick call. He leads, I'm not too worried about it. The ace makes us split against queen jack, and the sizing, I mean, of course, we just call it. Complete nonsense. Not really much to say to that one. We have some playable hands. This is a bit funky. I just want to go 4. I don't expect him to fold ever, so I just want to isolate. Play hands against him with jack 10. If I get, I guess, free bet, so be it. So we don't really have much fold equity here, but of course we want to bet still. We pick up ace king also. With the queen we can check once. And now that he bets, I think I have to fold. I just don't think I have much fold equity here, but I still gotta bet it small just to get aces to fold. Yeah, I don't expect this works much against this opponent actually, but it's such a small price. Nice. I wonder what we get to fold. I mean, of course we can be better, like against 8-9 or shit like that. But it doesn't feel super great. Okay, gotta build a little bit of confidence. I can tell that I'm starting out a bit on a low right now. Just trying to string together some hands. Right, so ace 5 is... I just sort of hate to do this, but I think we have to. We pick up aces on the other table. And we get raised. We 4-bet it, and we get 5-bet. That is a set. Nice. Phew. Okay, so the 4-bet doesn't work. Luckily, we get aces against a fish. That's always great. Always great. So we got a bankroll again that's not negative. Here, I would love to stack him for all of it. I think we have to just set up for a river jam. If he has Jack 10, I'm gonna go crying. Okay, I assume he has like ace jack here. I don't think there's like much to do really. Like, hope for the best. If he has Jack 10, so be it. Nice. Huge. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, again, against a big stack here. Please give us action. Please give us action. Raise, raise, raise. Please raise, dude, raise. So this guy's a calling station, like a lot. So I think I just wanna bet all the streets. Oh, that's a bit annoying actually with the ace, because it just makes us like lose a lot. But we still have to bet, right? Like, can't just check it over, I think, with a draw out there and clubs and shit. Yeah, the 9 is a little bit scary, right? Not a lot, but I think it's fine. Fine. So, only down $6 now. It's looking a lot better. Ace 9 here. I'm gonna fold it. It's a very tight player. Don't want to be stepping on him. King 5 on both tables. King Queen. Gonna open it. It's always interesting spots like this, because I mean we have to bet once and hope for fold a lot here. Like, I don't expect too many races. I'm gonna check, and we'll see. Over here, I donk once. I'm gonna donk twice. This might be losing a lot of money, but Anyway, he had Jack Queen over here. I didn't dare c-bet. Nice. A few pots here and there. Let's keep it going. This is just on the button, I think. It's just calling for a raise. Hoping for a fold. Expecting a 4-bet. Nice. Gonna bet small. Hope for a fold. This guy has... Nice. And ace-8. Not good enough here. We are quite deep. So one could actually really argue for calling this. But he makes it also quite large and shit, so... And we apparently got 4-bet in the last second before I folded that hand, so... King 8. An open. Noise. Soon we are up again for the day. I have a feeling. I mean, if he free bets me, it's just an insta fold. Crazy tight player. Nice. He was probably sitting there with 2 9s and like contemplating what to do, I imagine. Ooh, this is nice. So we're playing against a person that never folds. So happy to play that one. Could 4-bet. I don't love to get it in with like 200 bigs, but this is also a guy that just never folds. Like, never. So I'm gonna half putt it, and he's gonna raise. Oh, come on. But nice, we get a lot of good hands right now. Like, aces, kings, queens. Like, we've just played less than 200 hands. We've gotten all of that shit. So, can't complain about the hands. Now we just need to not run into a set. Trips here. I'm gonna check it and quick call. And check. The quick call looks a little bit weak, I think, even though it's sort of supposed to look strong. So I'm sort of saying I have diamonds here. I thought he would bluff that a lot. He had, what the fuck? He had Jack 5 of spades. I don't know, maybe he could have gotten a little bit of value out there on the river. This guy has been really free bet heavy, but Jack 10 is just, like, if it was suited, I would call. Gonna let it go this time. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, against a huge guy in the... I should have made that 7. Not a huge problem. Against a heavy guy in the big blind here. Okay, that's interesting. We get a cold call. 4-bet? No. So this is very strong because this guy never 4-bets. Or sorry, raises. So this is just like, I don't have... If I had a spade, we can consider, but it's just far out there. It's a really interesting lead though. But no problem, we get the hand on the other table, so we just try again. We can call this. I mean, we have to call with this price, and we also have to call most sizes here. Let's hope they keep it small. 2 is good. King is not wonderful, but it should slow down some betting. Unless they have a king. Wow. Oh, I get such a good price. So I have like 19%. That's around 20, so I need a fifth. 9. So I don't get the odds. I'll fold. Ooh, he was bluffing. That's crazy. That's a wild bluff. Just step twice. Ace queen of hearts. Like, what hand does that? Wild. A little bit more advertising. Always great. It's like there's this like line down my face from the sun, maybe. I don't know. I noticed that earlier also. We're opening king 10 here. This is our board, so we can even go half pot here. Expect a lot of folds. Opening ace 10 and we'll fold to a free bet. A call is interesting because they have quite the high free betting percentage. So I expect this to be a lot of low pocket pairs, like sevens, occasionally deuces. So you could even like argue for folding right now. I mean, I don't love it, but also they just always free bet. So I expect them to have a pocket pair. Like, I don't see many hands that just want to call there, except for the hands that either hit something or have really good equity. So that's definitely their board. Over here we will call, and we are gonna check fold, I think. I mean, you could also, it'd be fun to try and raise this one, but he's not the type of guy to ever fold. I think I have to call once, actually. We pick up some equity. Could be fun to lead into him here. We'll see if he bets again. Put a 7. So I think we can go small here to get like ace 10, ace jack, stuff like that to fold. We'll see. Nice. Think we got a better hand to fold there. Not sure. Queen jack suited. I love this hand. It is so awesome. So we are gonna isolate this one. Nice. And we can bet, we can check. I think I like betting small here. Yeah, don't know. Nice to see the ace there. Get a limper here. I'm gonna try to putt it. Don't expect ace king. And you know what? I'll go big again. Yeah, don't really know what to say about that one. I should remember to label him though, but we'll do that another time. Interesting hand here. I mean, we can go half pot, I think, with this sort of very wet board. Don't expect too many folds. So that's the worst card in the deck. At least we have to check. I kind of like that, but I'm not thrilled. Because I can't, like, what hands does he call with on the... He could have a 7, but we blocked the 7. I don't think we have any... is it too thin? I think it's too thin, actually. Yeah. Nice. Take it down. Take it down. 10s here. We will give him a clue. Let him know what we have. See if we... so I'm gonna go small here. Very small. Just get him to fold anything but an ace. And if he raises, I'm not too worried. And we can actually go small twice here. We have to do it one more. Just to not get bluffed from king queen on the... And here we can check. And we fold to any bet. Don't expect him to... I don't think it makes sense to start bluffing there with some equity against a hand like that. I wonder if we go like small on the river also, if he has the balls to call that. Well, we will never know. This one is gonna be a free bet, even though I'm not loving it. Yeah, especially not now. We're gonna get 4-bet a lot, I feel like. This is such a good spot for this guy to squeeze. All in. 10-9 here. Also gonna try and steal with it. It might be a little bit light, but wow, these people, man, they just keep fucking up my strategy, just cold calling, and we get a random 4-bet out of nowhere. Cool. What do you have? You can jam any pocket pair and you will be so fine. Let's see where this goes. I think 8s, 5s, 9 jack. Wow, that's just a dream, right? When you have aces to run into 2 like complete idiota. It's insane, dude. Fucking insane. Okay, I guess we fade something. Not that he would have like just called. He would have 4-bet and we fold, but a little unlucky to 3-bet bluff into aces. It's not the hand you love to see. Nice to hit a 10 here. I'm gonna start betting. I'm just gonna pot it. I don't think he has anything. Over here, we 3-bet, we hit an ace, and we're gonna go large. Could lose to ace-9 here, but it's so annoying. We have to call for the price. Or do we? It's just always ace-9. Like, it's so fucking disgusting. It's so disgusting. The price is too good. I'm sorry. 6-8. Oh. Yes. I wonder if I can ever fold a hand like that in my life. Like, I think it takes some insane, like, to fold to a click raise there. So fucking annoying, dude. Okay, let's stab once here. Focus up. Focus up. And the quick call makes me think that this is a lot of like 4 or 5 of spades sort of shit. So we can definitely go big here and expect to win. So fucking insane, dude. It's also really fucking warm in here. I'm dying in a heat wave right now. Let's go back at it. Back at it. We can definitely still do a lot of damage early session. Only like, yeah, half an hour into the stream. But this could get ugly. I feel like we're gonna get 4-bet. Just have a feeling. Oh no. It looks weird to check it, but this guy has just shown me that he has no fold equity whatsoever. So I will check it twice. And check it once more. And hope he has ace 10. Yep. So I can guarantee you from my stats on him that he was never folding any pair there on any street. So I am happy we don't bluff. We just wait until we hit it, and then we just get a lot of value from a hand like that. So fine to just see a check on all streets. Super fucking frustrating though, of course, but let's focus up. We have the exact same hand in the exact same order, and we are gonna raise it here. Nice. Over here. Good chance that we will see it in the mix also. It could be fun, the exact same person. Yeah. We're gonna do the same thing with the same hand to the same person with the same sizings. I wonder if they take that personal. They should, definitely. I wouldn't do this against anyone else. Nice, works twice. King Jack suited, of spades even. Here we go. This is the hand, ladies and gentlemen. Get me against this guy with 700 fucking big blinds. I'm ready to jam all in pre. I am ready to jam all in pre. Don't fold, you little bitch. Oh my god. This is an action killer. I'm still gonna bet because it's a very wet board. And they don't really seem like the type of person to free bet much. They could still have a queen here, so I can still go quite small. Like, this guy is an absolute idiot. I mean, he bets. It's a bit scary. He could have queen jack here. But of course we gotta call just to see. I've thought about king 10 with this line, like it seems very plausible, but of course with two kings we just sort of excluded. Over here we get free bet. We can check and probably fold. We also have aces. Some crazy fucking lines right now. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 11 from this guy who's very tight. Oh, I really want to call here, but I mean, of course I have to raise it up. This is a small 4-bet, so he can still definitely call it with any two, but not loving the diamonds, not loving it. We might be all in here. Gonna bet a third. Nice. That's ideal, really ideal. A lot of value there. Nines. As much as I want to play it, this guy is really tight. And this is like a large little thing. So this... I mean, 10s I raise, of course, but 9s is maybe... Against such a tight player. I'm sorry. I won't be doing it. Okay. I think I've been a bit too much of a calling station. Aces again. I think when people just don't bluff these stakes nearly enough, so we should just give them way more respect. This guy could jam right now, I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I'm gonna make it 10, 11, 12, 12, because I figure this guy's always gonna call, and it looks a bit like as I'm trying to steal it when this guy like limps behind. So I have a good alibi, like it looks like a weak hand, or like a good spot to steal. We've had aces like a million times already, and yet we are down. Bit crazy. Over here, we call. In the big blind, we get a bet. Gonna call it once. And then we're gonna check. And with this, I think we have to lead. Right? Like a lot of like king, queen here, right? So let's try and lead. Nice. Cool. Very cool. I think when I reach 250 big blinds, I just want to like cash it out and start a new table from scratch, because I just don't want to like play with more than 250 big blinds on the table. It's just like a rule of thumb I try to stick with. We have got some pocket pairs on both tables against the same opponent. That is quite funny. So let's see what's the action. Against the 4-bet, nice. I would fold, I think. Yeah. Cool. Down 15. That is very doable. I'm still confident. I think we can do this. We will do this. Manifesting it. King 9. Oh, it's a funny free bet here, but let's not get too out of line. Here I'm gonna jam on him because he does this too wide. So a good answer is just to quickly jam, and we can get a lot of folds. This looks really strong. So I expect a lot of folds. But I mean, if not, we might still have some equity. So I don't hate it. It's just this guy does this like 30% of the time, and I have so many hands on him. So it's a good exploit when we block the ace also. It's a very exploitative play. Of course, this is like stupid, but it works in this specific scenario. Or at least it's like plus EV, you know. I'm pretty confident. Oh, there's a hand and a half. Let's raise it up. Five. Let's jam. Hope for the best. That's okay. Maybe not the best. Here we we isolate, and this is something a lot of noobs just fold to diamonds here. He could still have a queen, so I think I wanna still do this. And if he has a diamond, he's gonna raise, I think. So yeah, I think it works often enough that he will like fold any 10, any jack, any king jack. Like, people just hate these diamond draws, so we can get a lot of folds. Over here, we need to start bluffing since we don't have a hand. And fold. So almost I'm gonna call. You could argue for free betting also. I don't really have any hands on this guy, but it's a funny check raise. Against the sizing though, I'll just let it go. I think people just, yeah. People just don't do that. We have ace king. Let's focus on that instead. Could get more frisky. Fold, yes. Alright. Never mind then. So insane how many good hands we've had. Like, now we just need to win big pots with them. And not punt it all off trying to bluff ace queen into a flopped set. Over here, we have a top pair. I'm gonna try to raise it a little bit. See what happens. Nice with a deuce. Don't mind that. I think we should assume we have a good hand most of the time here. Oof. Imagine he has like a freeze here. I don't know what sizing to choose. I think I'll just go something like this. He could still have ace free, which would be insane. He could also have aces. Oh, do I ever fold here? Nice. Okay, I was just assuming there might be like a big bet coming there with a rivered boat, but we just river straight. So no need to start complaining. That is pretty good results. Almost back to a positive bankroll. This guy, I'm gonna check raise. Don't know what we're trying to get value from here. Maybe this is just a really stupid. I should have bet way smaller. That's a bit stupid. Because he could have some flushes here. He could have overpairs. Ace 5 that got like it's just a polarization error to go that big. I should check and let him bluff. So a little bit of a mistake there. But it's fine. It's not huge. Fours here is on the verge. We're playing against three really tight players, or like people that don't free bet. So that makes it a valid open, because we get to see a flop often, which is just what makes that hand really nice. And as I say that, we do get free bet. Not ideal. I should have gone bigger. Should have gone bigger. Should have just putted there on the flop, I think, against a new player. Like a fun player. Wow, it's insane. Like, we've had 424 hands, and I think we have this hand like 7 times, and aces like 3 or 4 times, and holy fuck. Okay, this guy never folds flop. So I kind of want to make him pay a lot, actually. Which is a little bit of a funny one. Yeah. And we will bet big again. I actually kind of want to overbet. I don't mind that on this particular board. And of course, if he has 2 pair, I'm just done for. But this looks really strong. So, yeah. Oof. Imagine, just imagine for a moment that he calls. And he has like 2 pair or some shit. Anyway, that's a nice bet. I think we might have gotten like a queen with a bad kicker to fold there. I'm not sure though. Maybe a draw, maybe... At least he had some tanking time. So king 10 here is gonna be a raise. It works quite well against this player, quite often. And in other words, if he does 4-bet, I expect to just be doing just fine. So the question is how we proceed from here. It's fun. I think I want to go quite small. And if we hit a pair, we just check it through. The 9 is not helping us in any way. So let's check. And now we might have the best hand, but don't really know if... Like, if he has an ace, he should check, right? So it's a bit worrying. Oh, tens. Over here, we see half pot. We have interesting little combination of cards that could do some damage here. We have hearts coming. We have an open-ended motherfucker. Of course, we're gonna raise it up. It's just almost mandatory here. Even though the half pot is scary, and when we see this, we should just hope he doesn't have ace jack. So I'll go quite large, like 80%. I wonder. Like, what if he jams on me here? Oh no. So that's really ugly. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I really don't know. I think it's like ace queen we're targeting, which has to fold a lot to a lot of sizings. We still lose to ace jacks, queens, queen 10, king 10, and nice. With the tanking time, I think we had a great. Let's see what he had. He had queen jack. Okay, that's a little light, I would say. But anyway, over here we get free bet or like check raised. We have to call it. Not the ideal card to see. Would love a spade or a 6 or a 7 or an 8. Yeah, so here it's just a fold. Cool, but anyway, we are above 250 over here, so I will cash out after this hand and then start a new one. Oh no. But we're gonna have to play this one first. And I don't feel comfortable free betting it against this guy. He's quite tight, so I expect to get called a lot. Kinda happy to see this actually. Let's just see how it plays out. Actually, let's not. I will skip to the other table and I will cash out. This guy pots it. It's a funny idea. Okay, so let's start another table. Oh, I can't really start another table just yet, because the money has to like register. So it will take a moment, which is cool. It's also nice to have a little briefer. And an hour has passed, so this is as good as any moment. All right, here we go. One more table, and I will have to just set that up. So it is that one. And that one. Oh. Here, this guy limps, and we hit a pair. We hit 2 pair. Gonna putt it, and I don't know. 14? Sure, it's a good price. He's willing to pay. Let's see what he had. He had kings. Wow. Wow. He limped kings. I had 9-4 off. I hit a pair, turned 2 pair, and river a boat. And there was an ace out there, and still he's just happy to call 2x pot. That's insane. Wow. Nice run out. So now we actually have a bankroll again. That's great. We are not in a negative bankroll. Happy to see that. Happy to see that. Okay, here is the funny one. Oh, never mind. We have kings. We have kings. Let's check that out instead. Ooh. And we have queens also. I'll just jam in his face, I think, right? No, actually I won't. I'll make it 21. I think we have more success like that. Oh no, this is just always aces. I can tell on his stats. Ah. So fucking crazy, dude. So crazy. We have queens on the other table. Fucking hell, dude. Fucking hell. Insane, man. He's labeled as like a complete idiot. Like any two cards sort of type. So when you get 5-bet there's just only one hand that ever does that. And that is the beautiful aces. But of course, it's insane, but what would be even more insane is to fold kings there. So that is just how it goes whenever that happens. Here we're gonna check raise. Hope to get action. Hope to get an all-in even. If he has a jack, like surely he will call, right? We have hearts. No? Yeah. Okay. A little bit tilting. Tilting to run like that. Nice to get kings, but not so great when your opponent has better hand. I mean, I'm supposed to call here, right? But this guy has just been so crazy tight with his free bets. In 22 hands, he hasn't raised once. I'm gonna make a exploitative fold. With that sizing and those stats, it's just hands like that where you run into jacks plus. So let's not play it. Here, I would love to see a flop. Small bets. I could raise here. But I don't feel like doing that. Don't love seeing the jack. Yes, a gutter, but a gutter that we can't really trust. This is just an overpair a lot, and this guy seems to be completely from another planet. Yeah, he could have any two, this guy. Queen, king of diamonds. That's crazy. And what is this guy, like ace-9 maybe? He had 9s. Dude. He just flopped a set. Wow. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh man. It's crazy to think about, like if we're on the other side of that ace-king hand, then we would now be in positive for the day. It's kind of wild to think about. Kind of wild. But I feel like that's really a lot how it's been going here in the beginning of the challenge. A lot of shit like that. We're still positive EV for the challenge, but just down $9. It's a little bit funny. Just shows how unlucky we run. And the all-ins. And I guess this one is not even counted in the all-in adjusted, running kings into aces. Here we are gonna free bet, of course, and we're gonna get 4-bet quite often, which we have to fold to, of course. Okay. Let's pick up the game again. Let's pick up the game. Targeting draws here. And a 5. I think he had a 5. I expect most people to be capable of bluffing there when they don't hit it. He had 8-9 off, so my bad. He was just poor. Poor. Over here we open ace queen. Okay. Let's get it. Get free bet. Gonna call. Half pot. A little bit scary. Gonna call. Over here we just jam on this guy because he's a complete noob. With top pair. Oh, this is really disgusting. Of course we have to call, but I just don't see us winning this very often. Now we have to call any hand, which just sucks. Ace jack. Oh man, what a fucking insane session, dude. Insane session. Let's try again here. Gonna jam. Take it down. It's nice. Over here, it's a funny one. It's a read on this guy. Here, yeah, don't know what to say to this. Man, it's a bit insane, right? Like, I mean, of course, I have to bet again. I have no showdown value, but it's just really annoying when we expect to be behind a lot. I don't know what this is, but I mean, we hit top pair, so we have to hope he has jacks or some shit and not a set. But there could definitely be a set here. Nice. Moan it in. Over here, extremely tight player. Extremely tight. So we'll call once with the ace and check it back. And to a pot bet, and we just let it go. Here we stab. So only down $25. Not too bad. Okay, flop here. I don't mind it. We're gonna have to bet quite big, so we'll bet half pot. Nice. Take it down. A little bluff. We have 8s here and 4s. Let's make it 5 because we're out of position. And I kind of want to just try and pot it and see. Yeah, whatever. He just looked very fishy from his stats, so I tried to make a play, get some value. Don't try at home. This one, you could definitely fold this one, but with stack sizes and people not really free betting, much. We're gonna have to give it a go. We also have ace king suited, which just gets through with no resistance. Okay, that's a cool, So this guy loves check raising. Like he's a sucker for it. So we don't want to start betting, I think, because we don't have. I mean, unless we want to like 4-bet, which would be a little bit funky. 5 is okay. Don't mind it. That means we can start check raising if he leads. Yeah, which is a cool little scenario. So I definitely want to go quite big here. We're gonna go like this. And hope for 6, jack, or club. And also hope to not be behind. Okay, over here we get free bet by an extremely tight player. But we also have top pair. So, and does he really have 8-10, you know? He could definitely have the better hand, but that's just annoying because there's so much queen 10 in his range. So I'm gonna fold now to any bet. Yeah. Over here we river an ace. So I will go for some value against the fish. And hope he doesn't have a 4. Nice. Slow and steady wins the race. Ace queen suited. Now that's a hand. I'm not sure about the sizing. They're both incredibly aggressive. So I expect a lot of folding. But I was wondering if I should jam, but I think that might be a bit too crazy. Yeah, anyway, really nice to take down that one there. Damn. Okay, nice. Picking up a lot of chips just here and there. Like without playing any big hands, we are just almost made back $10 since that big loss with aces against kings. So that's really nice. Here we have a limper. We ISO with a suited ace. We hope to hit some green cards. Or just this. Here, against a very fishy player that always just c-bets. I could call this, but honestly, like he's just, yeah. It's just not worth it. It is just not worth it. Trying to look him up with some mediocre hand. Here, definitely gonna raise it. Oh, we're really close to being priced in. It's just such a quick jam, and this guy never jams, so we are not gonna do it, even though it is over here. It's really a spot that we can actually try and steal a lot, because he doesn't have an 8 and a 3, so he's saying like he has a king, which is unlikely, right? Still can happen a lot, but I think it's less than half the time, which makes our bet valuable if he folds anything but a king. Ooh, okay. I don't love the action here. Don't love it. This might be like a rare case where I just cold call a free bet. I wonder if I should ever do that. It feels a bit nasty. So that's really interesting. I'm gonna fold, so instead I'm gonna show you this hand where I get free bet under the gun. And he c-bets into me. I'm a little bit worried about this. Could definitely have a better hand than me. Because he free bet quite large. He doesn't free bet ever. So question is he like capable of bluffing his tens here? Does he know he has to bluff them? I guess that's what I should say. Do I check here or do I... I mean, I have to bet, right? I'm gonna bet this, hope he has king, queen. Or some ace, jack suited. And if he raises me, I just think he always has like trips. He calls with probably ace, jack, let's see. He had ace 10. Wow. A lot of good value there. I'm really happy I stabbed that one. Cool. So that's $10. Just a little more to go now. Let's hope we get an all-in pre here. I don't want to play this post-flop and not see anything useful. I'm gonna check jam here. And hope for the best. Hope he doesn't hit a set. 7-8. We have the best hand here. But we just need to turn around. Let's fucking go, dude. So happy to win twice there. Let's fucking go. That's the run good we needed. Woo! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fucking huge. Fucking huge. And we get jacks here. So again, I am gonna just sit out and yeah, here I hope he jams on me. Because I don't want to play this post flop with overcards. I would rather just get it all in pre. And see what happens. How many flips? Oh my god, one more. One fucking more, dude. Thank you. Fucking thank you, dude. Okay, let's open another table. And I need to just set that up again. So this one needs to be this. And this one needs to be this. So boom, boom. Yes, nice. Fucking huge, dude. We were down 30 and now we are just 9 down, which I mean, still not loving it, but way better than what we just had. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Over here, it's very interesting because we just get a cold call. So I expect us to be better a lot here, since he doesn't like free bet. So I want to step and get some value from 7s and 6s and 9s and shit. Jacks here. Against a very tight table. So I won't be 4-betting, even though it could be nice against this guy with jacks and we're very deep, but I would just be calling free bets. But let's see what happens. Let's see what the action is. Everyone fell asleep. Yep. That's what you imagine after like a long think. Over here, we're being exploitative and opening this one if we get a chance to. Because this guy is a sucker for folding. I'm gonna lead here. King, queen, gonna fold it. Super tight player up here. So you'll probably see a 4-bet coming when he's under the gun. No. Wow. That's a rare occurrence. So welcome to whoever just tuned in. I see we got a person more. It's always lovely. Yeah, it's not been the best day, to be honest. We were down $30, ran aces into kings, and tried a free street bluff against some guy that just flopped the set and called us down every street. Of course, as she should. Just unlucky. So not going great. Over here, we are against a person that's been like free betting every third hand. So I'm not worried. I mean, if I don't hit an ace or a 10, of course, I'll just let him have it. It's annoying, but we should at least call with that hand. We could 4-bet jam and get a lot of folds, but that's about it. Here, it's really tempting to try and raise it. But again, since his range is quite wide, he could also hit a 9, you know, like, even though it's just really fucking tempting. Let's let it go. I think that's the best option. Ace jack here, we are gonna fold. Yep, let's play it solid. We just need one more double up and we would be in the green for the day. So that could be cool. Could definitely be cool. Let's take a look at this one. Never mind, let's take a look at this one. Not really much to say to this one. I think we have to step. It's our board, so we'll just go small. But we're also free betting ace king over here, and hoping for a fold or call. If he 4-bets me, and we hit up an open-ended here, we gotta fold with the ace king. We hit an open-ended here, so the question is what sizing, or do we ever check? I think we have to go large, but if he has a 10, he's not gonna fold, so no point in going too large. Nice. Jacks, get through. Beautiful, beautiful. Slowly, slowly chipping away. Ace 4 could be a fun re-raise, but he's quite shallow, and therefore he's quite incentivized to 4-bet jam. So I don't know. I don't like it in that situation. King 9, we're gonna fold. Ace jack suited. Could raise, but I don't seem to have much fold equity against this guy, so I'm gonna do. But it seems really crazy not to raise it, right? Let's just call. So we're really under-repped here, which is interesting. Let's go small. I like going small there, I think. Works out quite nice. And so either we bet small for a pocket pair, or we let him bluff his like king queen. I think I like the bluff line better. And then we hope he doesn't have a better ace, but that's just the way it is. Nice. So I guess you can count that as a bluff, maybe. I don't really know why he bets 10s there. In any case, I'm not sure we would get called much if... So I would love to isolate here, but this guy is crazy tight. Probably the most tight player in the pool right now. So let's not get too involved. This could be a really funny one, but... nope, not today. Ladies, hello. Let's hope for some action. Could hardly finish the sentence and everyone has folded already. Have. Everyone have folded. They have. Grandma, eh? Okay. I would really love to have the day be green. I kind of want to like just take a look and see if the day today has been like green in expected value. That could be quite funny. No, we have been really lucky today. We were supposed to lose 18, but we only lost 8. So no point in complaining about today. No point. Because we've been really lucky. But I guess that's only the all-in adjusted equity. Running kings into aces is of course not a part of that equation. So see it as you want. We need a huge sample to like start talking about being unlucky in all-ins. And I think we're still really lucky for the entire challenge. Let me just check. No, we're still unlucky for the challenge. Here, ace-7, gonna be a call. We hit an ace, which needs a little bit of protection, right? But do we lead here? Let's lead. Hit a 7. Okay, he calls quite quickly. So I wonder if this is like ace-5, you know, that is like a bit worried about betting. I don't really, yeah. It's really hard to read that hand. Over here, we're just gonna call. And check fold. Okay, now I think I gotta stab at it once, right? I don't know. Like, he might still have a pocket pair. It's a bit of a funky bet. Right, it worked. Nice. Queen Jack, maybe? Here we... It's a really strange spot. Really strange spot. Okay, so I open, he calls, I half pot it, and he raises. So what does that mean? It's fours or it's deuces, or it's just, you know, like some spades that want to get a little bit tricky. He doesn't have ace king. I don't expect him to have many queens. So I think this is a check fold. I think I need to call though. There's a lot of just spades that does this, or ace-5 also. That didn't feel like, ooh, that's so cool. I wonder if this is, yeah, maybe he's hoping I had spades, you know, and I'm pretty sure that's just 2 4s with the line he took and calling pre-flop and everything. So a little bit of a loss there, but we are just fine. Just fine. Gonna see bet once here. It's a funny one. Like when you see the club and the jack especially, right? Like it hits a lot of his shit. So I don't really love continuing here. I think we don't have so much fold equity. I mean, we could still be against 9-8 here. I mean, now it's really tempting to raise also. So what bluffs? What bluffs? 6-7 of hearts. I would love to have one club though. Like if I have the ace of club, I'm probably raising here, but I think we just need to let it go. Sadly. Sadly. Okay, let's see. Time to hit a set of freeze. Multi-way. Anyone? Hello? Yep, you too. Call, please. You know how it goes. Family pot. Come on. Come on. Come on. free. Fuck. Over here, I mean, I will call. You can definitely argue for folding there. I think it's not insane. I will check. Into this bet, we're just folding always. Here we just call, face a bet, don't feel like raising. Nice to see a king, really nice to see a king, so I expect him to check here a lot with his ace jack, his queens, but I don't know the player, don't have any info on him. Doesn't really make sense to lead here, because I don't think he's gonna bluff much. Nice. Probably ace jack. Let's see. Or fours even, maybe. In some wide world. Ace 4. So a bit of a mandatory bluff, you could argue. No, I don't know. He has ace high. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay. We got sixes here. Let's raise it up. And I will fold to a free bet. Very wet board. I'm gonna bet small. And then bet big. And probably give up river. Let's see. Over here it might look funny to raise this, but this guy has like been crazy active. Crazy active. So I don't want to adjust my ranges like a lot, but just a little bit. When we see people who like go out of line, we need to punish a little bit and adjust to their mistakes. Like here, you could make the same argument. A player that loves to play every hand. So even though ace jack off is really not a hand you would ever want to do this with, we see a quick call. I'll just check. Nice. It's really strange. I wonder if he just had like check fold set on there. Not sure what that was about. Anyway, we take it down. Really strange hand. Gonna let this one go. So I will fold this time because the button loves to free bet, and then a6 under the gun just is right below our threshold, I would say. Queen jack, love to free bet it. Okay, we'll still just go 10. I don't think we need to go 11 here. It's also a little bit less than starting stack, so yep, we'll be fine just going like this. Not loving it, not loving it. We go 5 and then probably just give up. Unless there's a really good hand, and this is just too good for us to ever call. Nice hand to you, sir. I think he should call there with anything but, yeah, I don't even know what races, but not sure. Maybe a set that just really wants value, because I can't really fold an ace, right? Here we're gonna fold 8s, yeah, because I'm under the gun. So I will give him some respect. Not loving it. Okay, where are the hands? Haven't seen anyone in a while. Still waiting for that one hand. We're gonna have to be bluffing again here. Don't love it. Would prefer not having to bluff every single flop against the fish. We'll check and hope to be ahead here. We have to call half pot even though it sucks. Nice. So he just value bet a 5 there. No wonder your stack is so small. Cool, cool, cool. 4-5. Such a good price, right? We hit something here. I'm gonna just click raise it probably here. Just lead. I had to check for a moment if we had a set. We do not have a set, but we do have the winning hand. So a little bit of a funny one. I actually misread it. I thought we didn't have a pair. That's why I started leading as a bluff. I wouldn't lead like bottom pair there. It's just a misread of the board. Yes, jacks over here and ace 10 on the other. Oh. A really funny one here where like I would love to call with ace 10 and I need to do so. Anyway, over here let's start with that. We have jacks. We face a tight player. Ooh. We do have the nutties over here. He leads. Okay, so he did call, so this could be 9-10 still. Can I ever raise here? It's just like clubs, and I think I need to raise. If he has 9-10, like so be it, right? I just don't want to like see a 9 on the river and then have to fold to some jam. So if he has 9-10, yeah, good on him. But I think we need to. We could even jam there actually, and that looks a bit like we have clubs or some shit. Anyway, nice to take that one down. Wonder if we get more value. Maybe it's just a call. This is so strange to see it donk there. Ace deuce, gonna be opening it up. Cool. Same with this guy. Some free bet happy people in these positions, so we're gonna get out of there. King 6. Gonna open. When it's suited, that is. Let me just turn this lamp a little bit down. I'm like just getting blinded. Don't wanna get a massive headache right now. Or ever. Just for the record. Okay. $9 more. That's doable. That is doable. We just need all the good hands we got in the first like 100 hands. All the aces and kings and queens and ace king all the time. The amount of ace king hands I've had this session is insane. I don't understand how we're down. Like sometimes you just can't hit a hand and of course the stack just goes down, but here it's been like the opposite. We had so many like crazy good hands and then our stack just dwindled to like minus 30. Oh, this is so disgusting. Well, gonna respect it of course with the ace 9 suited, but it's a little bit annoying. I'm a little bit of a non-believer with that guy, so that's why I'm hesitating. So literally no fold equity whatsoever. This guy has never folded, so we just check. And we will call, and we will call again any sizing here. So nice hand to you. Over here we get free bet pre. And then this strange huge bet, which I really want to call. Like, I think I shouldn't theory, but this is a very tight player. So I will give him some credit. Okay, let's get some run good now, eh? Let's get some run good. Bit tired of bullshit. So what do you do against this sizing? I think we have to 4-bet it. But then again, like, his stats shows that he's, like, he never does this. Never. But then again, he's like a huge fish. So, like, I think we have to raise it up. Because he's such a small stack, and we hope to just get it all in pre. I would actually be fine with that, just running my equity. Yeah. Let's check. He never has ace king, so not really much we can do here. And then we just have to hope that he has something he likes on this board. Yeah, I don't know. I think that is absolutely max value against maybe a pair of 9s or some shit. We will never know. Nice little pot to pick up. Still a negative bankroll though. Queen 10 is gonna call. And bet. I'm playing blind versus blind on both tables. Okay, so the fact that he doesn't re-raise me makes me think that we're just really good here. I'll bet big and then give up on the river. That's such a strange, like, just quick call check. Like, what does that? What does that? I really regret I should have checked here. I should have given up. That's insane. He probably has 5-6. Like, I'm targeting a 7 right now. I don't know why I'm targeting a 7. That's like the fact that he actually has a 7 and still calls. Holy shit, that is insane, dude. That is actually insane. I was like, yeah, I can target a 7, but it's just such a small part of his range, so maybe I should just check. And then when he actually has a 7, he still calls. That is just, oh man, so tilting. I mean, it's not a lot. Okay, anyway, here we have a guy that has been playing really some funny poker. So, not too happy about that one. Let's check. Some straights gets there. But we can still get some value. Let's bet. Ace 5. It's really confusing because this guy had a free bet percentage of 13, meaning like one of the people who was like extremely happy to free bet. And then when he has ace 5 in the big blind, no free bet. So it's really hard to predict some of these people what they are doing. I guess because they're just inconsistent and have no clue what they're doing. So we can't predict what they have. We just have to play against these really wide ranges, and they could have any 2 cards in any position, which is a little frustrating. Get a limp here. And have to bet. I hope he doesn't have an ace that wants to look me up. King 9. Whoa. King 9. Well, reset. Just lost a little bit of money there, but not really much we can do except to never bluff noobs. which is just yeah, a bit counterintuitive and really hard when it's such a wide spread of levels in this pool. Like you can meet so many different levels of players. It's really really hard to predict. Gonna raise queens here. I think we can go half pot here. It's a very wet board. Never mind, over here, freeway. We check. This guy's gonna dunk. Yeah, so don't have any equity. Jack 5, just a min bet is enough against this opponent a lot. At least he's never called any small blind versus big blind raise I've made against him. So why start now? Oh, well, but when that happens, I think we should try and stab at it, because I see him as not such a good player. And we have top pair and some strange draw and let's see what happens here. Gonna bet small. It looks very bluffy. 6 or 4. Hope he doesn't have 5-8. Nice. I'll be tilting. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. The hand that we've had a million times. Gonna raise it up. Hope to get 4-bet, which happened now and then. This is a very active player, so I wouldn't be too surprised. We're gonna bet half pot actually. I think a jack would call this. And queen 10 and queen jack, jack 10, king queen. Like I think just either he folds to any size or we can make it quite large on a board like that with a lot of draws wanting to continue. So don't mind the sizing. Here we're gonna call and we could check raise here. Of course we're gonna lead when we see the 4 and gonna lead again. Just targeting any ace high, but it's feeling a bit frisky. Yes. Here I really wanted to free bet, but now I feel like it's too late. Should have done it quicker. Looks a bit fishy when you do it quite late. Oh, sorry, I didn't see your message. When did you write that? Oh, that's like 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry, I've just been grinding. Yeah, it's not really going great, is it? Here I'm gonna lead. Nice. Yeah, man, it's been really frustrating actually. A lot of these like bullshit hands where you get against some guy that just has any 2 cards and he gets something. I think I also just threw away a lot of money in the first 5 minutes. I think it's always like that. When I just start out, I just get a bit excited and I start like, what you say, like opening every hand or calling a lot of free bets and shit. Over bluffing, which you really shouldn't do. Here we'll bet once, he's gonna call, and then we bet big, and then he folds. On this exact run out though, we could actually go quite small. Yeah. Also free betting jacks on the other table. Yep, we'll respect that. I mean, technically we're supposed to check ace jack there, I think. It's a polarization error. So my bad. Should have checked it, definitely. Freeze. Nice. Deuces here. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. A6. Gonna let it go. Yeah, it is not going great. You're right. It's a little bit frustrating. I also always, when I have a losing session, I always get like so eager to make it a winning session. Like I almost can't stop before the number is green, sorta. Because it usually gets there. Like it's rare to play, for me to play more than like 2-3 hours in the stake and not have it green. Like that would be quite unlucky, but of course it can still happen. And so yeah, I can also start to get a little bit like chasing a win, which is never healthy. Because then you play like shit if you're like, I just need that one win. Okay, let's hope he doesn't fold here. I really don't want to see any folds. Just jam. Jam. Over here, we see a free bet, a small one. This is definitely a noob. We're gonna bet. We would love to have this table with the other hand. That could be cool. Gonna check once. Oh man, the other table is way more exciting. So here we have jacks and I free bet, I c bet, they call, and no overcards, please. And then the club. No, yeah, okay. Whoa. So he just turned a set. Damn. So I guess the ace might have saved us, because I was gonna value bet. So okay, freeway here. No fold equity whatsoever. So I wonder what to do. We also have kings on the other table, which is exciting. I'm not really sure what to do against this sizing. Like, why would you just half pot it here? What? We get kings back to back. I'm gonna fold. And I'll show you the king's hand. What the fuck? Kings 2 times in a row? I'm gonna bet small. Negative showdown winnings over the last 7k hands. That's fine. I think I also do. Like, because you're supposed to bluff a lot. So that means you will just have worse hands at showdown. So it's not a bad sign. Like even the best players often have like negative showdown. That's actually very normal. Oh, interesting hand here. It just means that like so we're gonna call, but I'm not loving it. I think he has 8-9 here, but 7-9. Give him a 7. I think he should have that 7 he's looking for. So I do win. I was a bit like, do I win this? Took me a while. That's fucking beautiful. That is fucking beautiful. Such a strange hand though. I also wonder why he just donk jams. Like, what the fuck, dude? Happy to hold there. Super happy to hold. Today we've actually been super lucky in the all-ins. I mean, even though we're still losing the session, we've been really lucky. Yeah, anyway, so I hope that makes sense with why you actually would love to have, yeah, we have to free bet this one. We're a little bit deeper and shit, so definitely a free bet. Just had to think it through. Okay. Sorry, I just have two tables going on. I'm trying to figure out what to do on both of them. I'm gonna fold the ace jack. Here we're gonna bet once. Yeah, and just check fold, sadly. Because I think he has an ace too often. Or diamonds, you know, or a hand that's better than ours in any case. So we just have to fold that, sadly. Sadly, sadly, sadly. I mean, if you play, like if you run insanely good, you both have a red line and a blue line. Or like if you play really well, I mean, that means that you're both winning hands, like with, or like you're making money without seeing showdown, and you're also making money when you do see showdown. I had a long stretch where I was actually like positive in both blue and red line, which is insane. Because the red line, of course, means that you're a person who bluffs a lot, and then you just make a lot of money without seeing showdown, because people fold to your bluffs. And when you do see showdown, you have a shit hand, so you lose more than you're supposed to. And the other end of that spectrum is like the really tight player. Happy to see this. Let's hope that we are not behind. I'm really scarred, as you can see, by all the bullshit hands that's been going on today. Okay, let me just focus here. Forward bet. So he has jacks and tens a lot. He has queens. He can still have aces here, as we talked about, like, which is really wicked. He can have. I have to jam here, even though I lose a lot to pocket jacks. Oh, nice. He could have like ace, queen a lot there, ace, jack, whatever. I think I need to, yeah, go all in and look like I have some draw, or like, yeah, whatever. We get it through. It's a strange hand. What are you saying? Yeah, I think also I need to fold more against very clear passive hitters that from this time. Yes, definitely, dude. So relatable. I do that a lot. Like, constantly just calling down some idiot and be like, surely he wouldn't just dunk pot with a pair here. Like, he must have some sensibility to like play it a little slow and try to lure me in, you know, with a good hand. But they don't. People don't bluff nearly enough. Like, they under bluff a lot, and the only like the best way to react to that tendency is just to overfold, right? That is the way. That is the way that we can exploit the people who are under bluffing. Yeah, to undercall. Should be simple, but it's really difficult in practice because you're like, no, but I have two pair, or like, so how can I fold to a random all-in re-raise with no context whatsoever? But it's just because he rivered a straight always, you know. So it's really my experience in the stake and any stake lower, and even 25 NL. I've also played a lot of hands on 25 NL. I don't have a lot of experience in 50 NL and 100 NL. Only a few hands there. But yeah. So jacks here. Nice. Take it down. Gonna fold here. Even though we... Oh, never mind. We're gonna hit a queen. Whoa. My chair just lowered a little bit. That was so freaky. So strange. I've never tried that before. It just went like... okay. This is us. This is us. Spades. Gonna overbet a little bit here. Right. So I don't really know what this means. I think I want to go 2x pot here. I said don't bluff these stakes, but that was just too fishy for me to not, or like too... He just, when he quick calls that fast, he doesn't have like a super good hand. So a super good hand can't really... Yeah. I don't recommend doing it too much because I think people are just really bad at estimating their value. They might look at top pair and be like, that's great, even though he pots it and overbets and stuff. So you should be really careful about doing shit like that. I just gave it a little go that one time. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd be happy to try and give my take on anything. So when we see check check, quite often we can go big bet, big bet, and have him fold. Yeah, like here with the spade, it's a good chance that we can get him to fold anything but a queen or a flush here. Like sevens, eights, whatever, should fold a lot. Ace queen. Gonna bump it up to 10. And we also have a pot on the other table. Nice. Oh, you started using Poker Tracker? Cool. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Just play 2 NL. I think it's totally fine. And see what happens. I think if there's one thing I would really suggest you, it is to try and have some idea of what range you want to play before you play. Because if every time you see a hand and you're like, I wonder if I should open this or not, it just takes a lot of like mental fortitude. Ooh, we have aces. So you're gonna like go tired. If you just have a chart next to you where you can be like, oh, this hand, yes, I open it. Then it's a lot easier. So that's my recommendation. Such an interesting hand here. We're still playing the hand with the tens, in which what the fuck is this? Like, what do we even win against? And what are we targeting? Like a 10? 6. I don't think he has a 4. I don't think he has a straight. I'm hoping he has some 2-pair combo that I don't even know, man. What if he jams on me here? Like, what do we do? We win with the tens. Somewhat small pot. It's a strange one. He calls probably some shit hand like 10-8 off. Let me just check. He had 8s. Yeah, he had 8s. Over here we just call. I'm gonna check raise. I mean, I'm not loving the sizing, but we still need to bump it up, I think. And if he goes all in, I expect him to have a set or a higher pair. Well, this is a bit funky, right? This is a bit funky. There's still a lot of king queen in the air. So if he raises me now, I have to let it go. Even though it really sucks. And do we jam here? Like, do we just jam? Oh, this is really a tough spot. So we lose to tens. We lose to king, queen. He can still have queens and kings. So we're targeting king, jack, queen, jack, ace, queen. But we do have the club of ace. So actually I should check this one. Because I'm targeting like the... but I'm gonna let him... Oh man, this is really a tough spot. He's gonna jam now. And I just have to call, right? But like, what the fuck is this? Okay, open, free bet, bet big. Why would he bet big with anything but the nuts here, man? I can't find any fucking bluffs. But we also get a, like, we only have to be right once every third. Oh man, I just don't have enough hands on this guy to know what the fuck is going on. I'm gonna call and cry because he has trip tens, I think. Yeah. I mean, with all the talking, I talked myself into a fold, and then yet I was like, he just seemed insane. I wish I had more hands on him, because it's just when I don't have any hands on him, I'm like, oh, surely not. Surely not. Fucking annoying, dude. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I would actually not go with the GTO ranges. And I'll tell you why in a moment. I just have top pair on 2 boards here. And this is so scary. Yeah, we just lose here always. But like, what can you do? It's fucking insane hand, dude. Let me just label this guy as a complete crazy man. Sorry, I guess you understand why that one was a bit. Also here we're like, I have 2 tables, and here we have top pair against a guy that is tight, and he's c-betting twice and quite large, and that's the worst card in the deck, and you know the drill. Check, fold. Hope he has king 9. Yeah. Well, anyway, sorry. Really distracted there. So let's refocus here. Let's refocus. Nice. You're saying I'm going mostly with standard free GTO wizard ranges. I think my pre-flop is not the worst for an L2 player, but post-flop is literally throwing dice. Started reading about though. Gotcha. So, it's such a complex game. Like, it's a crazy complex game. There are so many like different branches where you make like rules with exceptions, right? Are you supposed to raise unless this comes, and then you're supposed to fold? And like sometimes you can either go all in or you can fold, and they're equally good, which seems counterintuitive. Anyway, my point is that since it is so like complex, it's really good place to start by just getting good at your relative hand strength, I would say. So in other words, when you have a good hand, you bet. When you don't have, you fold. So you don't try bluff in the beginning, and that can seem weird but it actually works insanely well in this rank. Yeah, exactly. That's true. It is a classic. It is so frustrating. I was like queens, kings, tens, maybe jacks. I was blocking jacks, but like, yeah. Also sneaky. Actually, that's an interesting thing. I don't know if you noticed, but in that hand with him, what happened is that he didn't 4-bet his kings. Right? I had ace jack. Yeah, he didn't 4-bet his kings, which is a mistake. So I should have sort of known that he couldn't have kings, but then he showed up with kings anyway. So it was like, it was lucky that I forgot that he didn't 4-bet, because in reality, like, I can just exclude aces, kings, queens there, and then it might actually be a call. But he then had it. Anyway, we have a little bit of a hand here. So my point was that instead of trying to play the GTO ranges, post flop, try to like learn it too wide, I would try to just like bet when you have a good hand and don't bet when you don't have it. We're gonna bet quite big here. We have also ace king on the other board, which we take down. Man, it's a bit hard to like have a sort of talk about something while also playing multi-table here. My guy had, that's a bit difficult to see. What did he have? He had jack 3 of clubs there. A little bit wider than I would have expected. Okay, anyway, so play it very simple, like simplify it for yourself. If you try to learn it like in its entire variety, it's gonna be way too complicated and you're gonna run into a lot of problems, because if you apply theory in low stakes, it won't work, because people are supposed to bluff you more, right? So if you expect them to bluff, you're gonna call more. But when they don't bluff, you're gonna call a lot and lose a lot, right? So there's a lot of like things like that where you're just sort of creating a lot of trouble for yourself. I mean, this is a really nice race with any hand, but again, I don't expect them to do it too much in this stake. Ooh, you don't love to see that run out. Over here, gonna bluff. NL2 is crazy. They don't care about balancing or ranges. I had insane fishy tables today. Yeah, I tried it. It's absolutely wild, and that's why like you should just never bluff. Like never bluff. It just doesn't really make any sense, really. Yeah, and this thing about balancing is really interesting, because it's something that's talked a lot about, like when you try to watch poker videos and when you hit like some topics that are a bit more complex. But in reality, like, you should go quite high up in stakes before it actually matters much to like balance your range. It's a good habit to like just have it in the back of your mind while you build your skills, I would say, but it doesn't make sense in low stakes at all. Just play good hands. Nobody will look at your like flop check races and be like, oh, this guy does this way too much, so I should be careful and shit like that. No. Just go crazy. Ooh, over here we hit a hand, but he's gonna fold. We're gonna start betting over here. Yeah, take it down. I think it's nice to. I have aces. Really hard to keep a train of thought. Get constantly distracted. Whoa. Okay, so a very tight player here. 14. So I gotta go 30. I'll go 30. We'll see what happens with that. Hoping for just jam, of course. But I think he folds a lot there. Whoa. He calls. So that's like queens and jacks. So we might lose this one, but of course I expect not to lose it. But we have 2 streets more value, so we're gonna go quite small. He could have kings. Again, same thing that we talked about. So I only win against ace king here. And because that is the case, I think I need to check it. He might have jacks, but then anyway, we get a fold, so I don't really mind the 4 of clubs. Like, I don't think he has, like, that would be ace jack suited, so I don't expect him to have a flush ever. This is just always fucking kings, dude. Queens. So fucking tired of this bullshit right now, dude. Yeah. Nothing we can do there. No point in folding ever, but you can just see on his sizing, like, it's like, hey, please call me. Imagine an ace comes there. We're just gonna... It's so annoying knowing that, like, someone who calls a 4-bet of 30 big blinds, you just know they have no clue what to do. So it's only jacks or queens. Occasionally kings if they for some reason, and aces I guess, but it's just mostly queens and jacks. So when the queen is there, it's like 50-50 if I just lost 100 big blinds. It's really a day like that. Yeah, so we're down 23 and I should probably stop streaming at some point, because this is not going anywhere nicely. Oh man. Oh man. We've lost almost 100 big blinds with aces. We lost 100 big blinds with kings. One of those days. One of those days. Here, I don't know, man. I just feel like we're gonna get 4-bet and he's gonna have aces. You can tell I'm just terrified right now. So we do hit kings here. If we check, it almost looks too crazy. So I want to bet once. And now I gotta bet a little bigger. We really want to be all in by the river. So we're setting up a bet that makes us be 15. So that would be 30. Yeah, so around half pot works really well here. Because then he's gonna have 65 now, and there's 67, so he gets a good price to call this. I mean, of course we could lose here to king queen, king jack, some occasional ace 10, or queens. I'm just fucking going for it. I don't know at this point anymore. We're free betting jacks. And we're gonna see bet it once. Nice. Take it down. So down $34 for the session. Not the most lucky session one would. Yeah, dude, that's the thing about poker, and that's also why you really want to like isolate the variables. And like what I mean by that is that if you have like a bunch of different sort of like oh no, a big bet here just always means that we are losing. He is gonna have ace king or trip tens here. But can we really ever fold an ace? I think not. I think not. Wow. Jack queen. I'm so confused, man. You started studying more and running terrible before I was up 20 stacks playing trash. Yeah. that's so true and so interesting in many ways. Cause it just goes to show that like theory doesn't really work in low stakes. I mean it does. It's just really hard to get it right because if you just go and like load up a GTO solution, what it's gonna tell you is how to play against someone who has a range like GTO. In other words, if they play like you, then you're doing the right thing, right? But they're not playing like you. They're like, they're crazy. They do all sort of shit. They don't raise when they're supposed to raise, and they raise when they shouldn't raise, and they don't bluff, which also just means that you should totally change your strategy. So the cool thing is, sorry, I want to show you this hand. It's a little bit funny. I'm gonna raise it up with the king of spades. Imagining to be against the set sometimes here, but not often enough that we don't want to get a little tricky. We can overbet here. We can check. We can bet large. This is so fucking wicked. What the fuck is this? I just don't have any hands on this player. I really want to jam. But I'm also a bit tilted, so maybe it's just stupid. Okay, so that's definitely enough poker for me now. We are down 44 today. Absolutely insane, dude. That last hand, no excuse, just a fold, always. Let's talk a little bit of poker and look at the results. I wonder if I can somehow like pull up the hands. Oh, let me just sit out here also. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to get at. The point I was trying to get at is it's not useless. It's just you have to be really, really good at knowing how to set up the solutions. And what you have to do is note lock their ranges, and your ranges, and their tendencies. Which I don't know if you know what all this means, but it means that you go in and you're manually saying, okay, they are only playing these hands, and I'm playing these hands, and when they hit top pair, they're gonna bet always. They have no checking range, and when they don't and they have a draw, they're not gonna check raise. You know, you're gonna like go in and choose all these things manually. And what will happen if you see that is that it tells you to play like either way tighter or like way wider. Both can work. Something in the middle doesn't really work so well. So usually in lower stakes it works really well to just play extremely tight. And the cool thing, like I have a HUD on everyone on the table, right? And I can just see the people who play tight are the people who are winning. So I don't have any good examples on these two tables right now, but some of the players in the pool that are winning, I can see that they're winning over thousands of hands, or just they have like a VPIP of 16 or 15, you know, or like raised first in. So in other words, they open a really tight range, which just makes it way easier to play post flop. What a fucking frustrating session. Let me just look through some of the hands I lost today to see what I did wrong. I think that's also a really good way to study, is just to go in, see like look at all the hands and then label them after like actually let me just see if I can I wonder if I can show you this poker tracker. Yeah, probably I can show you that, right? And then I need to just do like this. Oh, see, that doesn't really work so well. Let's do like this instead. Poker tracker. Yeah, so that's a bit wonky. Anyway, I would go in here. Maybe if I shrink it a little bit, can I do that? Oh yeah. Not that much though. I guess if I make it like the exact same size as the poker table, it should fit pretty well. That's nice. Yeah, so yeah, I go in here and I look through hands, and now of course you can't see. That's super annoying. Anyway, I guess we can go here and see. We lost $12, and we had King 6. That's this last hand that we just played, where I just jam into his flush pot bet, which is absolutely insane. We lose $13 on that. Then we have kings against aces. We lose $12 on that. And then we have ace queen against some guy that had ace jack, and he flopped ace jack, and we just call every street and he wins. We have another hand where we have ace queen. He had tens. And we bet all streets into his flopped set of tens. Frustrating hands. And then we had ace jack where he had kings. It's the hand where I talked myself into folding, but I couldn't let it go. And then we have ace king against queens where we flop trips, and we bet and we bet and we jam, but they river a queen, so that's a set for them. 5% chance of that happening. And we have aces against queens that goes all in pre. No, never mind, it doesn't go all in pre, but that's the one where they flopped a queen. Yeah, the guy where I made it 30 big blinds and they just called. Insane fucking hands. Then we have a guy that had 6-8 of hearts, and he turned a straight. We had ace king. Okay, and then queen 10. Yeah, it's the one where I was like, okay, we're targeting a 7, so he's always gonna fold a 7 if we make this bluff, and then he just calls a 7 with 7-5 suited, third pair. Yeah. Anyway, we have tens against ace jack. He flops a jack. We call it down. We lose a lot of money. Nothing to do, and then it's just small amounts from there. So the big hands are really just oh, maybe that won't help. The big hands are kings, ace queen, ace jack, ace king, aces, ace king. Yeah, those are the big hands that lose us this session. I think the only one I'm really that was just insanely stupid and a big punt is the king 6. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you should use GTO Wizard at all until you're like quite up there in stakes. I can show you sort of my chart-ish. It's not really the one I use necessarily, but why does it look like this? That's strange. Why is it just black on your screen? Not really sure what that is about. use something like this, where I just have it on the screen next to me, and then I know like what hands to open from where. Yeah, I think it's a really, really nice and valuable tool, and this is what have made me the most money in these stakes, is just simply having this next to me and knowing what hands to open. So that's my best advice. And this is tight. Like this is maybe 17%, and this is like 21, 28, 50, 48. Yeah, something like that is the percentage of each position. So it's tight, but that's what works. Don't mind the colors, it's not really super well made. Yeah. Okay, anyway, I lost a lot of money, and I'm tired, and it's been a frustrating session. Definitely frustrating. We were up in the beginning of the stream, and now we are down. So $43 out the window. It doesn't really bother me insanely much, just a little bit of costs. I think the reason why it doesn't bother me is because I am very confident that my play works. Very confident that it works over a long series of hands. So so it's just a little bit of variance, and one mistake punting off $12 there, and then just some crazy unlucky hands. A few overcalls now and then, but nothing major. I think mostly it's just quite the run bad. So let's also just quickly go into the stats of the whole session. I will tell you how it looks. We will remove filters. Down 43, yes. So we're playing -6 big blinds per 100 over 5,000 hands. Yeah, that is it. You guys have a great evening, day, wherever you are in the world, and I'll play again a bit tomorrow, I'm sure. Probably around like 1 o'clock European time. Yeah, could be fun. So maybe I'll see you then. Tomorrow we're gonna turn around, make a $50 playing poker. It's a long run to $1,000 with this speed. Definitely. Okay. Have a good night.